anyways, let's just get right into it. So I've been in ownership of the car for now about 3 months. I put roughly 2,400 miles on it, and I know the title of the video is everything I dislike about it, but to tell you the truth, I really like the car, but there are some things I think that they could improve. So I'm just going to go over a couple of them today. One thing that I think needs improvement is, I'll just start off right. Has a C7, or if you're watching these videos and you're thinking about getting a Z06, right when they first came out, there was a little bit of problems with the media display, and then as well as the dashboard, and they have improved it, but there are some glitches still, and I think there's a little bit of lag in some areas where I think they could improve with some software updates. So one thing is the mode select on the selective ride. So going from track to eco to weather to sports mode, you do see a delay when you are using the selective adjust, and it is a bit annoying because sometimes you'll scroll right past the mode you want to go to because you think that the car actually didn't go into that mode and it hasn't selected it. There's about like a second delay, and sometimes it can be even more severe than that. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm currently on touring. I'm going to switch into let's do track mode. So that would be 1, 2, 3 to the side, right? There it goes. And there it finally adjusted. The lag's a little bit different. You know, it varies. It could be a lot worse or it could be pretty quick. But for the most part, it usually does have about a like half-second delay. So that's just one thing I think they could improve. Thing I hate number 2. So the roof on this car, as you guys know, the new C7 Z06s, they don't come with the option of just getting a standard solid top that's, you know, part of the frame. It's all T-top, Targa tops for the Z06s. So with that, you actually, the roof creaks and rattles quite a bit over bumps. I've taken it into Chevy several times to try and get that fixed, and every time I take it in, you know, they tell me they've fixed the issue, but that isn't the case. The roof continues to rattle, and I just have no fix to it. And I'll put the window down, and it'll actually even become even worse. Thing number 3. So if you blast the AC in this car, I've seen this on the forums and the Corvette forums, the center vent, if it gets cold enough, will begin to rattle, and it's quite severe. I'll try and show you guys. I'm going to start blasting the AC right now, actually, and then I'll cut to a frame and show you guys that rattle that I'm talking about. And you can actually make it rattle with just a single finger by tapping it right on top. So I've been running the AC for like 10 minutes now, and let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys hear that, but that's the rattling. If you continue to run your AC, it gets worse and worse to the point where if you're starting to go over bumps, it'll just continue to rattle. Another thing that I dislike about this car, I think for the price, honestly, it's a great deal. You're not going to get anything better in the performance category for that price range, but the build quality is definitely, I think it could use some improvement. And from the C6 to the C7, I can't complain. But I think that the seats, one thing that I do notice is the seats, if you look to the back of them, you notice that the foam is showing from where they're stuffed, and it actually pops out. So when I first got the car, I actually pushed it in myself, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So that's just one thing that I also, that's just one other thing that I think could use a little bit of improvement. So if you guys take a look right here, it's just kind of left open. So I think, you know, as far as build quality goes, they could have improved or at least sealed that off. But I pushed the foam back in there. It used to actually be a little bit worse. Number 5. So this car has selective exhaust. It comes standard on all the Z06s. And when you go into the different drive modes, the exhaust either becomes quieter or louder. But the thing is, if you're in sports or track mode and you're cruising with the car, the exhaust will automatically go into, as you just heard, track mode currently, and the exhaust just silenced itself, so it went into the quiet, like the stealth mode. That's a bit annoying because you're driving the car and you want it to be, you know, you may want to hear the sound of the exhaust and it just automatically turns off on you. Whether you opt through the menu to just have it constantly in track mode and sports mode, or if you put it in the drive mode, track and sports, it'll actually just silence after a while. And the only way to get it out of this is to basically depress the gas. So like, I have to rev up to about 3,000, 4,000 RPMs to get it to switch out of that mode. And then when you do that, it actually activates performance shift, which you may not want to actually do. Yeah, so those are the things I think that could use a slight improvement on the car. But by no means do I think this is a bad car. I just, you know, everyone makes one of these videos, so I thought I'd just mention some of the things that, you know, I thought could use improvement in the car. But yeah, if you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, follow. Until next time.